Eagles Nation, this is your boy, the Almighty Green Talent, and bringing you a video of some disturbing news of 3 players on the Eagles defensive front line. But before I begin, don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe to the video. Please don't forget to smash the likes, smash the likes, and please hit the notification bell on top so you can listen to this video and listen to what I'm about to say. And please comment and let me know what you think of what I'm speaking about is true or is it false, or better yet, are you fast, neutral, or backwards? Backwards means wrong, neutral means in between, and front means I'm right. So let me know what you think in the comment is so the video is complete. All right, the 3 players I'm discussing is Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter. All 3 of these guys are from the University of Georgia. These guys are part of the national championship team. They won the year before and the year after that. And what's so disturbing about it is that Jordan Davis was the number 13 pick overall in 2022 draft when they won the national championship that year. And and then in the next following year, which was last year, 23, the Eagles drafted Jalen Carter, Nolan Smith, and last but not least, Keely Ringo, and the Buck, and Kobe Dean was drafted the year with Jordan Davis. Okay, now let's go and talk about him. Word is that Jordan Davis is a bust. Word is with Nolan Smith, it's a bust. Why they saying this? It's because the scheme that we currently have, which is ran by Vic Fangio, which is probably one of the more complicated defensive schemes in the NFL to run. This is a guy who's been to 3 different teams: the Saints, the 49ers, Denver, and the Miami Dolphins, and a couple of other teams that he was with that ran this same defensive scheme. Now, the game that he runs is basically for the linebackers. It ain't really made for the defensive front. It's made for the linebackers. But you got Jacoby, you got Jordan, you got Jalen Carter, who drafted last season, who had a terrific rookie year, who finished with 6 or 7 sacks, maybe 8 sacks. He was on pace to win Rookie of the Year, but teams had started doubling him, and he kind of slowed down a little bit, and that forced him to not win Rookie of the Year, which went to University of Alabama player who was drafted by the Houston Texans the same year Carter was drafted. Now we begin to look at the situation of the University of Alabama defensive end. The Eagles probably should move up high to get him instead of Jalen Carter, because see, now the situation is that if Jalen Carter is a bust, these last two games now, Davis and Carter were non-factors in this defensive front, which is ran by Vic Fangio. The only player that's been having a pretty good season so far is Jacoby Dean, who broke out in the game against Green Bay and did a subpar job in the game against the Atlanta Falcons, the game that we supposed to have won and lost. Now, the Eagles should have won that football game, but you know why? You know why they lost the football game? Defense. And you know why we lost that game on defense? Because Carter and Davis were drafted high in higher rounds to pick up this guy, to stop the run. Carter was drafted in the 9th overall pick in last year's draft, and the year before that, Davis was drafted number 13th overall. These guys are supposed to be the staple of your defense to contain the run, rush the passer. Now, Davis can rush the passer. Davis is more of a two gap blocker when it comes to rushing the passer. He's supposed to contain the guard and a guard, either a guard or the right, the center or the right guard, center or the left guard, in which he's supposed to be occupying, while Carter get one-on-ones, get to the rusher. and get to the pass, to contain the run, get to the quarterback. That's supposed to be Carter's job. These last 2 games, Carter was a non-factor, because you know why? Because you have the lack of pass rusher. We ain't gonna have to get into Brighton Huff. We ain't gotta get to Huff, because Huff seems to be a signee who should not have been signed in the first place. Then you replace him with Haason Reddick, who the Eagles traded to the Jets for a 3rd-round pick in next year's NFL draft. But now he's worried now he's gonna be traded from the Jets to another team because he wants a new deal. And the Eagles refused to give him a new deal, and now the Jets are following the same cliche of not getting this man his contract. So wherever he goes, they're gonna give him a new deal. How about a 3 or 4 year contract? He's only 29 years old, but see, he was a legitimate pass rusher, off the edge, hard to contain. You got to chip Haason Reddick with a running back and an offensive tackle to contain him. If you can't, he'll beat you 1-on-1s. This is a guy last year who got 11 sacks. The year before, he had 15 or 16 sacks. Became an All-Pro, first-team All-Pro. First-team All-Pro. And you traded him and bring in Huff, who is a player who was sharing snaps with another player on the New York Jets. You're thinking he's supposed to replace Haason Reddick? Hold on just a minute. Sorry about that. Anyway, you're supposed to replace him with Haason Reddick? It's looking like a complete failure. And the sad part about it is that you gave this man 16 or 17 million a year. You could have given Haason Reddick that contract, gave him a 2-year deal. Or what you could have did is rework that contract, that lower contract, and add 2 more years to that contract. If you had done that, that would have solidified the right side of that defense. Then Carter would have his 1-on-1s to beat the guard or the center. But no, you want to trade a legitimate experienced player for a player who's not experienced. He wanted to share snaps with another defensive end in New York. That's what you wanted to do. That's why the pass rush is lacking. Now, let's get to Carter. Carter was a first-round pick, 2023, number 9th overall. Had a very good rookie season. Could have won Defensive Rookie of the Year, but like I said, it went to the guy who Houston Texans selected with number 3 pick overall in last year's draft. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Beat Carter because Carter started lacking, because teams' offensive tackles started lacking, not lacking. He started lacking because offensive tackles or offensive coordinators have caught on how to block him. He been seeing double teams and triple teams. He even being chipped by a guard or running back or a fullback. He getting chipped, and when you get chipped, the pass rush it cuts your speed off when you're being chipped. That's what chip means. That means that they hit you with their shoulder or they figure somewhere to knock you off your feet, so you won't have no pass rush. That's what teams are doing to Jalen Carter. And then it continued on to this year, because this year, in the last couple of games, he had not got a single rush. He only got 1 tackle. No quarterback pressure. He had no pressures, no hits, no sacks in 2 games. The statistics are there. Go check them out. Now, let's get to Davis. What more can I say? This guy is looking more and more like a bust now. And this is a guy whose jersey I bought because I was high on him. Last year he did real well last year, but what hurt him was the Broncos game. If you guys remember the Broncos, he chased down the running back from the Broncos from the Bills. He chased down the Bills quarterback, and when he tried to get to him, he fell flat on his ass and ran out of breath. And from that point on, he been non-existent. He been non-existent all last year, and he been non-existent now. It's like what he did last year and continuing into this year. He's looking more and more like a bust to me. Now that may hurt some of y'all Eagles fans out there, but it's looking more and more like it. And that's really, really sad considering the first round grade he's gotten. Looking bad. It's looking really, really bad. Now, Nakobe Dean, the last couple of years have been injured. This year's the first time he's been injured free. He's been off the injury list. He's had a good year. He had a good game against the Green Bay Packers, and like I said, he had a subpar game in the game against the Falcons. I think he's going to continue to sin. That's my opinion on Nakobe Dean. That's all I got to say about him for the time being. Now you got Ringo, who's a cornerback who should be starting right away. So in overall perspective, in the 5 Georgia players the Eagles have, David's looking more like a bust. The jury is out on Carter. Nakobe Dean seemed to be ascending, but we'll see in weeks to come. Ringo, I'm not exactly sure what's going on with Ringo, but Ringo has not been playing pretty much. So it's looking more and more like a first round bust for Jordan Davis. That's what I'm beginning to see. That's what I'm beginning to visualize. A lot of Eagles fans, a lot of Eagles content, not Eagles fans, but a lot of Eagles content creators, they put it out there. It's out there. And I really, really, really hate to talk about Davis, but he's a sad excuse for a defensive tackle, because he is not doing what he's supposed to do. This is a guy who lost weight in the offseason. I mean, he's in shape. I mean, he is in good physical shape. And you would think what he did in the offseason would translate to this season. And I don't see any results. No results whatsoever. I mean, my boy Eagles Al has said he's a bust. LB don't want to say it, but he's probably looking at him as a bust. Then BG Bird Gang 31 has been saying, pretty much been saying it. A lot of Eagle content creators are saying this guy is looking more and more like a first round bust, and you can't blame him because there's no results from Jordan Davis. There's no results. I mean, it's kind of early to say about Jordan Davis right now because of these last 2 games, but I'm gonna say this: if he don't do anything in this in the game against the Saints and Tampa Bay Buccaneers before the bye week, because they got a bye week after the Tampa Bay game, they got their first bye week. If I don't see anything from Huff, the bus label is gonna spread all over social media. It's gonna spread all over Eagle fan base. Definitely gonna spread all over Eagles land, and definitely a lot of Eagle content creators gonna be saying what me and Eagles out and LB been trying to say about Jordan Davis. It's gonna be out there. It's gonna be out in the open, and that's really, really sad considering the first round talent the Eagles spent on this guy, and it's gonna fall down on Howie Roseman, because we thought that he has matured and to actually see the talent before the talent comes to the Eagles. The only person who has done extraordinarily good, hold on for a minute. Sorry about that. The only coach that has been able to recognize talent is Andy Reid. Andy Reid is a very good talent evaluator. Extremely very good talent. That's one of the reasons why the Kansas City Chiefs have won 3 Super Bowls. 3 or 4 Super Bowls. 3 or 4. I really don't know what to say, because this is really, really sad about this Eagles University of Georgia player. We thought these guys were going to be something. Like I said, the jury is out on Carter. Davis looking more and more like a bust. Hate to say it. And Kobe Dean seemed to be the only breakout candidate so far. But we'll see on that. So without any further ado, please come in the comment section below and let me know what you thought of what I said. Am I wrong to call Jordan Davis a bust? Am I too early to say this? Or am I on point of saying this? Or are you neutral? Or are you in the front? Or are you in the back? I need to know this right away. Please come in the comment section below. And I am the Almighty Green Talents. You guys enjoy your Wednesday. I'm trying my best to enjoy mine, because what I'm seeing with this Eagle defense, the curiosity is in my head. I made a few videos. Well, actually, I made one video recently about this game against the Atlanta Falcons. Go check out that video, and you'll see exactly what I mean about this defense. You'll see exactly what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Because this is really bad. It's really bad, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing with this Eagles talent, the high roles they brought in. That's what I'm beginning to see, and it's really, really crazy, and I hate it. I really, really hate it. So, gotta get out of here, y'all. My time is up, and I should have been gone 5 minutes ago. I'm finna get out of here now. So, love y'all. Peace. I'm out of here.